everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in again. It is podcast time, and I'm here today to update you on the current energies, just on right on time on this today's new moon in the sign of Pisces at the very last degree. So this is a big deal, but it's not just that. So we have powerful astrology, planetary urges and changes that are working deeply within us and without us. And yeah, I would say this month of March, it's one of the most powerful months of this year. So we already had a big we already had a big time, I think, ever since this year started. And with having immediately jumping into the eclipse portal and having powerful lunations that are really opening up. It's been a real, in some ways, a bit of a slowdown in order for us to prepare, to get ready for what's to come when the energies are moving more swiftly and the energies becoming lighter. And yeah, so it's huge times at the moment. And so what I'll be looking at today, this is big, having a new moon today in the sign of Pisces at the very last degree. So we can see here the sun and moon are conjoined. So I'll be talking about that. But there's a lot going on simultaneously. We also have, as we all were very well aware, Mercury has been retrograde in the sign of Pisces, which is the sign that Mercury is least comfortable in. A lot more, whenever Mercury goes retrograde, things are slowing down. We are in a phase again of preparation, declutter, readjusting, realignment, all the rewords. And Mercury, in his usual fleet-footed state, wants to move fast, wants to deliver the messages, wants to get from A to B. But Mercury couldn't be any slower in the sign of Pisces, treating water, and which I feel everything in the universe always conspires with us. Because the beautiful thing here is that it's been a great time the last 3 weeks, and Mercury is going stationary tomorrow, the 20th of March, and then moving direct right on time with the equinox when the sun moves into Aries. So this is, yeah, we're really at a threshold right now. So let's start with this new moon in the sign of Pisces today at the last degree of Pisces. Why is it such a big deal? We have a new moon, which means we are planting seeds. There is new beginnings. We are projecting our vision forwards. We want to manifest and bring in, and at the same time, the last degree of Pisces also indicates big endings. So we're really again at a threshold of beginnings and endings, and this theme is, it's going to be a theme for a little while, because we can see already what's happening in the Piscean realms and also the Aries energies. And so this new moon is I feel it's a very auspicious one, um, because this is where the year is ending. And it's very, very timely to have a new moon that is ushering in, bringing in new energies, new cosmic energies. The sign of Pisces is very otherworldly. We are connecting, channeling information, a great sense of spirituality, of flow, of a cosmic womb, abundance. And then just before the sun moves into the sign of Aries, in about 2 days or less than 2 days, we have the Aries equinox, which is that point of the year, the astrological beginning of the year. So in many ways, we could start the year, if we are following the Gregorian calendar and man-made time frames, we are starting the year on the 1st of January. Then Chinese New Year starts, is it the first or second Saturday in February. So we have the Chinese New Year in February, then our usual celebrations on the starting with the 1st of January. But if we're following astrological considerations, then the year every year big beginnings when the sun moves into Aries, which makes a lot of sense, which is every year on the 21st of March, where there is momentum. Aries is initiatory. it is a spirited sign. It's fire. We are asserting ourselves, asserting the will, starting to move forward after time of gestation, after time of letting go of letting things come up to consciousness. So in order for us, I feel like it could be like the daydream and the night dream and that merging of the two and how we come out of our dream state into the state of of the day consciousness. And there's still remnants, things that are lingering in our psyche and that we're working through, and multidimensionality. So there's so much to it, and I feel we're really at this liminal phase right now, and also exciting, really exciting for what's to come. And as the energies are shifting profoundly over the next weeks and the next month. So I'm just going to read out the last degree point of Pisces in an astrological mandala by Dane Rudhyar, and what he says about this degree point. The metaphor here is light breaking into many colors as it passes through a prism. The analytical power of the mind necessary for the information of life's processes in their many aspects. Cycles of existence begin in unity and end in what I have called multi-unity. Rudhyar talks about there is no absolute unity. If anything could be called absolute, it is the relationship between the one and the many. And I feel, so he talks about this phase, this degree point as the existence. Existence implies differentiation. I really, really love what Dan Rudhyar says here, because yes, Pisces is the sign of unity. There is no other sign that is more in union with the all, with everything there is, feeling everything, being very much, part of something greater. So there's the unity, there's the unity, multidimensionality, and there is also existence as differentiation. And I feel that's what we are going through. And this differentiation point is almost like we are going through a rebirthing phase, where we are birthing our multidimensionality, acknowledging all our parts, or the word remembering all our parts within the unity of it all, while we are discerning, while we are differentiating and claiming our uniqueness. And also, I was just listening yesterday to a beautiful podcast with Pam Gregory interviewing Randy Hatton, who has a lot to do with water. And he's been working with the element of water for about 30 years plus, starting as a fisherman. Anyway, so he was guided by the great mothers, by elder the elder women that guided him onto the path of water, where he started studying water, observing water, and talking about also the beautiful yin and yang aspect of water, and the two H2O, the two parts that are yin, and the hydrogen that is yin and the oxygen that is yang, and that there is 2/3 is feminine and 1/3 masculine, and he refers it to nature. And I really feel also with what's going on currently, we have a strong water element, Pisces, the yin quality, and then we have the yang quality, the Aries energy, and everything is working together. I just see such a strong connection with water. And he also talks about the memory of water. And we know that from the work by Dr. Emoto and how memory holds water, and Victor Schauberger observed nature and water. And right now, so he also says that in Hebrew, memory, mem means water, ori means light. So there is the reflection of light through the water. And I really feel this is a birthing moment in time, and not to be taken too lightheartedly. Yeah, well, I'm always a promoter to take things lighthearted and joyful and playful. And simultaneously, I feel this is a profound moment in time. And also talking about memory and remembering, I feel also I can, as an astrologer, I feel that looking at certain all the cycles with planetary cycles, yes, we could say there is certain themes that are repeating themselves, but definitely history won't repeat itself. I'm very, very convinced for myself that history will not repeat itself, because also there is so the new energies that are coming in, like they've never been there before. So how can anything repeat itself? And also the memory of water. We are really on a global level. And I'm part of Green Clean Australia. My partner, Brad Spally, he initiated this environmental organization about 2.5 years ago, and we are very much dedicated to structuring water, to study water. We are working with Clear Water Vision in America, with the global ambassador of the Dr. Emoto Peace Project, Michiko Hayashi. So we've been very much into the water realms. And just yesterday, I got big goosebumps and thinking about astrology and how much memory one molecule of water holds. And I feel now is the time. And it's also so important that we allow our emotions in the Pisces realms, the Pisces planets in a trine to emotional Jupiter, Jupiter now direct. There is a shift of energies, emotions, feeling world. If we can, yeah, allowing ourselves to cry, to take it easy, to go with the flow, the path of least resistance, and really claiming, owning our emotions. This is also such a great healing portal like never before. And I feel just like water, water that's been holding energies, memory, old memory, stagnant memory at many times where because the waters of the earth, Mother Earth, the water that sinks into the earth and that is stored beneath the earth, it holds a memory. The rivers, the oceans of wars, of all sorts of toxicity and man-made bullshit that we are dealing with on a daily basis. So now is the time to cleanse the waters and to do it globally, to do it individually, and really, really, really being aware, what kind of water do I put in myself? We are mostly made of water, 70% at least. And we are born with structured water, with optimal water inside of us. And what happens? The conditioning, the negative frequencies that are also conditioning our, yeah, parasitic thought forms, um, parasitic emotions that we are holding on. So we are also contaminating our own waters through that. And it's not to beat ourselves up about it, and it's the world that we're living in. But what I'm saying is that now is the greatest time to cleanse the waters inside and outside, help Mother Nature with that. And this is profound, and it's scientifically supported, and there's great people that have been studying water for so long and vertexing water, working with the spiraling nature of everything, and yeah, this is real and it's happening. And I really feel we are that spiral ourselves, and we have all the elements within, but right now the theme of water is really big. And also from here on, we are in the Aquarian age, and the water bearer. it's huge, and we need to look after the waters of the earth and within. And yeah, I'm getting off a bit on a bit of going on a bit of a rant here, but I'm just really passionate about that. And so also what's happening over the next days, and it's already happening, you can see Mercury and the North Node are conjoined. So that's another huge deal right on equinox, right on this new moon in Pisces. So the North Node is our karmic guidance. It's where we are headed towards. And again, I don't like the word karma too much, but it's a signpost. Where are we headed towards a greater sense of spirituality? So watch out, our dreams, downloads. There might be, if we can allow ourselves quiet time, stillness, a sense of purpose and meaning, and just a sense of being, and enough rest, enough healthy food that's nurturing, and we're really guided towards a greater embodiment of our spirited nature within our physical nature. And this is the time we also have Vesta here, the goddess of the hearth. And yeah, it's a divine moment in time, bringing us to our own, into ourselves. And if we can observe, allow what arises, shed some tears if we feel like it, express ourselves creatively, and yeah, finding stillness, because Mercury today, tomorrow is slow-mo. It's really Mercury stationing tomorrow, so there is no movement. And especially Mercury in a sign that is slowing him down to the max. And now we have no movement. So also, if we want to get from A to B fast, be assured that the only way is to be very present and take your time. There is no rush. So we are purposely slowed down in order to realign and readjust, particularly as we are at that new moon threshold that is bringing us to the equinox on the 21st of March, with the sun moving into Aries. And by then, Mercury is also gaining momentum, still in a slowed down sign, but at least Mercury is going direct and there's more movement. And as we can see over the next days, this equinox, so equinox is always a beginning point, a big beginning point. So a beautiful time to feel into, okay, so the equinox is that point that opens up a 3 month portal until the first solstice on the 21st of June. And so we could have like a 3 month envisioning, what is it that I want to initiate? What is it that um that I feel passionate about? Aries is very passionate, wants to go for what she wants. And also we have to be a bit careful with so much impulse, because we're still slowed down. So even though the sun is moving into Aries on the 21st of March for until until the sun moves into Taurus, 21st of April, we are also slowed down because the ruler of Aries, which is Mars, is in Pisces, slowed down until about the 9th of April. So I feel everything, if we want to go anywhere fast, I just want to do this right now and whatever, we will find that there is also maybe that voice within and says, yeah, just doesn't have to be right now. Take it easy, just go with the flow. Things will unfold as they need to. There's divine guidance. And also we are reminded with Saturn in Aries for the next 2.5 years that everything is a long-term process. It's not a quick fix for nothing. So I really feel that the Aries energy is healthily directed towards a long-term goal, and away from an immature impulse that just wants things or is reactive because I'm not getting what I want. Or so there's a lot of learning here right now. And it's a beautiful healing phase as well. We got Chiron still in Aries. Chiron actually, after I forgot how many years, the last 6 years or something, in the sign of Aries, a big theme, healing the wounded masculine. It's huge. It's been big. We see it in the world. We see it inside of us. The imbalance of masculine, feminine. Where am I? Yeah, or for a lot of us women, and I'm including myself here, I'm often very much operating from my masculine. I'm not allowing myself to be in the divine flow, to feel my feminine essence. It's about, yeah, the Germanic go, 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 and you're not worthy enough if you're not doing enough. And there's a lot of that masculine energy, which we're still healing, particularly as Chiron meets Aries. Aries in Aries, the suppressed feminine. So there we have themes up of wounded masculine, feminine inside of ourselves where there's greatest healing potential. And and then Chiron, for the first time in our lifetime, is moving into Taurus on the 20th of June. Chiron will go retrograde again. And yeah, this is a big deal, and we have greatest opportunities of healing any imbalance within ourselves and our giving, taking, receptivity, activity, being versus doing, and really, and I feel there's so much healing at the moment around masculine principles. And I feel also this is very supported by Mars in the sign of Pisces till the 7th of April, I believe, before Mars, the warrior god, moves into his own sign of Aries, which again will be a lot more momentum and forward movement. And but I feel there is also this year, we're very much reminded that our visionary forward movements are, yeah, they need to be embodied. There needs to be meaning and purpose, and not just to go for what we want because we have a childlike, a wounded child impulse that wants to get their lolly now at the checkout desk. And it's really for the long haul. And I feel the future is very positive and that there's great success with all of this. And also we got Pluto in an incredible sextile. Um, Pluto will be sextiling Saturn, Neptune, the Sun. So there is a beautiful flow, forwards movement with what we want to initiate, what we have been dreaming of, and putting that into practical action step by step. And very much transformational, dismantling old structures that are no longer serving us, that are based upon um, yeah, we're seeing it in the world. Anything that is based upon power-driven hierarchies, top-down authorities, it's got to fall apart, and it is, and it will. And I feel there's so much positive energy and creative life force coming through if we can follow that and um, yeah, and connect with others and along the way. And again, we don't have much earth at the moment, so it's really important to also to look after our bodies, to discern and look at what's good for me, what am I putting in my body, what's my state of emotions, and being a constant observer, not an obsessed observer, but to really tune into, yeah, what's the best course of action, and does it really support my physical existence here? Yeah, so I probably could talk a lot more, but I leave you with that. And thanks so much for listening. Have a beautiful new moon in Pisces. And yeah, try to find some time for yourself. It is so important. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much for tuning in. Much love. Bye for now.